What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my people? It's your favorite icon up in the building. Circle of the Gods.6 presents. Oh, what we're gonna present today gonna be heavy, controversial, on time, factual, and coming from pure experience and just a part and partial of what we see as some things going on within the collective that's not beneficial, and highlight a few things that could potentially be beneficial and what is beneficial. And we're gonna have an exciting conversation today. First and foremost, man, let me say this here. I got my brother in the building. We got the star flower up in the building. Big Chief, not the little one, is up in the building. You already know what time it is. You already
Peace
know
and
how it's
love,
going
my
to go
brother.
down.
I appreciate you for having me on your
Absolutely.
platform.
Absolutely 100%, because the things we're going to talk about today is most certainly something that you put in my head the other day, a reminder to me that when we on this journey and we out here and we have to be um, components of the truth, that we have to talk about some things that may be unsettling or uncomfortable, and we have to go there. If we really want to solve problems, we got to go there. And it's a perspective thing. It's an experience thing, factual thing, opinionated thing, but things that we feel and things that we go through every day based upon what we can see is causing a lot of negative pressures on us as a collective and on people in general, that may be happening. And we want to take a look at it from the feminine principle space, as masculine principle men, just giving our take on something that we find to be very uh noteworthy and should be talked about. So we want everybody to stand still, be strong up in the space, man. Come with positivity and come with an open mind. It's the 13th portal, Circle of the Gods. I can't make this shit up podcast. We right here in these YouTube streets. So we'll be right back, y'all, after these messages, man. So we'll be right back.
You're so beautiful. You're so sexy. I love you so much.
And that's just how you can be caught up in the crossfire. Let's go.
I ain't set them up. Soon as I hear them, I'm just jumping on these.
Let's go.
What's up, rap fam? Everybody, the team strong, the family strong. Stop your whining. Stop your whining. Your blood clot whining. I'm tired of hearing the whining. Your whining. Stop your whining. Your blood clot whining. I'm tired of the whining. Stupid is, stupid does. Run your mouth. Everything you talk about is garbage. Everything that I see that you do, you motherfucking fool, I do. You do. Slap you on the back of your head like a dummy. You ain't trying to get money. You just sit around like a motherfucking handout. Give me something. Can you give me something? I'm like, get your ass up and work. Mama ain't raised no jerk. Hallucinations, yeah. Please notice. I can't do this no more, boy. Notice. You keep telling me you want me to bring the G.O.D. off in your life, then sucker. Bow down to everything that I say. Go left, go right. And if I say sit down, stay down. You already know if I say rise, then rise to the sky. Right. Be your own woman. Control your own destiny. Stop letting people control your destiny. You ain't hearing what I'm saying, then follow me. If you don't follow me, that's okay. Follow you, that's okay. Follow you, that's the thing that I'm saying. It can be the social construct. They come through and that thing you hear your boy say, really? This shit is exhausting sometimes.
Let's go up in this piece. It's your favorite icon up in the building, man. And we are here. We are live. We about to get into some things. So my brother Chief over there, we about to jump into this thing, man, because this conversation right here, I want to make it fun, the mental. You know what I'm saying? That it don't have to crush your spirits. It should be something to uplift your spirits, because that's what the truth is supposed to do. Set you free. The truth shall set you free. And if you're a person that's tired of being chained up, locked up, enslaved, you know what I'm saying, stepped on, subjugated, depressed, oppressed, left a mess, misguided, and you name it, and the list go on and on. Then this is the place you want to be, because we gonna expose these social constructs. We're gonna get to the bottom, continue to dig to get to the bottom of what this negative programming is all about. And I also want you to take a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful opportunity to look at this nature. This brother is out here on the banks, on the waters with the fish and polly. You see the greenage out there. Like, this is real life nature shit going on right here. And shout out to that. I love to see that for sure. So I want to say, coming out the gate, let's set the tone like this. We're here to learn. We're here to advise, instruct, listen, and learn. Present facts, opinions that come through study or come through our own experiences in life. We want to pay real close attention to what is meant to be an upliftment for us by speaking on some issues that may come off today, because we're going to talk about the sisters today from the masculine principle, what we see as men, some of the problems that we notice and some of the things that don't get talked about enough. And the reason that it don't get talked about enough, because there are men in this world that just scared, man. They're scared that they're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Emotions going to be so high that you're going to be attacked. But we're not worried about no attacks today. We're worried about getting it right. We're worried about putting things out there that we see as men, so that we can do our jobs a little bit better as well when it comes down to the collective. So I want to give the microphone over to Chief, and I want you to kind of give us an outline on what you're feeling based off what you shared with me the other day, and what you're witnessing as the masculine principle, that our feminine principle, sister goddess, queens, maybe contributing to this atmosphere that's not conducive to life and longevity for us as a collective. So if you can put it in perspective for us, what you was feeling that day and why.
Okay. First of all, foremost, peace and love to all. I speak out of love. You know, there's no disrespect behind my words at all. And again, like my brother said, I'm speaking based off of experiences. So these are things that I'm seeing, that I'm witnessing, within the social media world and, the program world, however you want to put it. But, anyway, I'm someone who created um I guess we call it a safe space for people. But versus it just being men, I created that balance. I allowed the women to come onto my platforms and give their voices. Like, brother, it was to the point I make everybody cut their cameras off whenever a goddess is speaking. She has the floor. You hear me? On my platforms, though. I just want to throw this out there, bro, before I get into what I'm getting into, so they'll know, like, I'm not coming on no disrespectful shit at all. Now, the way I come across, the way I speak, it may seem as though that I am, but I'm not. I'm speaking out of love, y'all. And I'm tired. And I see what the problem is. I'm not going to say 100% the whole problem, but it plays a very big percentage. You know what I'm saying? And it's our sisters. It's our sisters. I don't know if it's the fact that a lot of them have not done the true healing. And that's how I'm looking at it. That's what I'm saying. I feel as though a lot of them haven't done the true healing within self. They did a little bit of work and then they jump on these platforms thinking that they're ready to go ahead and speak. But the whole time, baby, you're not. You're not. I still see what needs to be done because I'm a very big observer. I'm up here. I have a big eye. I can look down and see exactly what the problem is. That's why I speak on it. And lately, I've been seeing that our sisters are conducting themselves like, I don't want to put no labels out there, but, outside of what a goddess stands for. Can I say that?
I'm gonna say this here. If this come out in a way that YouTube is not comfortable, and hopefully we're not violating any terms or policies, but we're gonna keep it a buck. Through experience and through knowledge and just being observant to nature, we do know there's a difference between women and bitches. We know
Mm,
there's a difference between modest women and women that's very savage, brash, and just out here showing your fucking ass and just
mm,
acting a donkey. So we
mhm,
do understand that there is a difference in how um the queen mother, the cultivator of the seed, is supposed to carry herself
mhm,
in one way, and how that could be beneficial, and how when the enemy has full control of the mind of the same
mm,
sister, how she can be
mm,
corrupted, you
mm,
understand me, and led out here as a Jezebel
mm,
inside this world, to where she's being used
mm,
in one way, and at the same token, made to be the principal person against her own growth and the growth of a
mm,
nation.
mm,
So we just want to
mm,
put that in perspective, and so that we can really get to a point where we can have a conversation with our sisters who are ready to step in front of this mirror, ready to take ownership of the parts that they're playing, as like us. Like, we forced to do it. Like, a motherfucker put some shit on a man, like, nigga, you got to listen to this shit. So we
yeah.
gonna call it what it is. We want to expose the woman and the whoremonger. We want to expose the sister and the sadist. We want to expose, you know what I'm saying, the real authentic collective mother that teaches life, as opposed to those that create little demons and devils out here for the master to
Mm,
control. And that's what it's
mhm,
all about, man. That's where we at.
mhm, mhm.
So speak on it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Speak on it. We open. We live. We own it.
I mean, my mission is to get things back to the old original ways. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying the mindset, not even
Mhm.
far as us catching our own food and things like that. I would love for it to go completely back to that, but I'm
Mhm.
saying far as how we conduct ourselves as men and women.
Right.
We need to start there, right? Because
Right.
you hear me speak about people skipping levels and things like that, right, Chief?
Mhm.
A lot of our brothers and sisters, and our brothers too, have
Mhm.
skipped levels, right? They get a little bit of information and think, all right, I got it. I could just, but you have not done the work within self first. You have to start with self, my sisters, because I'm speaking directly to my sisters right now. Like, I've shedded tears, real tears, over this situation. It's on
Mhm.
my platforms right now, and I put it out there wholeheartedly. I love you, my sister, but I also see the problem, my sisters, and it's y'all. It's y'all.
I'm going.
You cannot conduct yourself or call yourself a goddess, but be on these platforms doing hoish things. We cannot do that. That's contradicting yourself. Like, I stand on this 100%. You hear me? I'm not playing about this. I am truly, like, I've done the work, man, and I'm still doing the work, bro. I'm still doing the work. Ain't nothing perfect, brother. It ain't meant to be perfect. It's just meant for you to be a better fucking version of self. Be a better
Mhm.
version of yourself, my sister. That's all I'm
Absolutely.
asking for.
I want to dig. I want to dig a little bit, because I'm in my position today. Even though I'm the host, I'm also in student mode as well, and I'm also ready to also add in experiences of my own. Because one of the things that you said, creating spaces where we can have certain kinds of conversations to hopefully bring about a healing through real connection with us, the masculine principles with each other, because we gotta, as men, we have to be reminded and continually reminded. We the military, like, we the arm of this whole thing, and you gotta
Mhm,
have strong warriors. You can't have no lay down pussyfied ass man. You know what I'm saying? And we most certainly
mhm,
gonna be getting in that conversation. These lay
mhm,
down pussyfoot ass pessimist ass men
mhm,
that feel like, because the enemy that's in power right now, because he has access to bombs and different things, but what they fail to realize is it's the people. It's the people. Even if they try to roboticize, which they're doing, this whole situation, they fading us out and putting robots and shit in control, that they don't have to step out in the forefront, but have something that man probably won't be able to defeat until he figure out the algorithm, because another man put it into existence. So therefore, what I want to drive at right now, I want you to kind of give us some specifics of some things that caught your attention when you were sitting back and observing, analyzing, and examining this problem? And I know, like myself, like I said, you made mention of creating the spaces so that you can have the sisters come on and try to have that conversation. Um, like myself, I created a space where sisters could do the same. The Circle of the Goddesses, you know what I'm saying, which was a reflection of the Circle of the Gods. But we know things happen, things take place, people um tend to move in certain type of ways. Some things last, some things fall. So I get where you're coming from, and I get the fact that we are pro women, and that as men we support women because we support the facts, we support the truth of what we can perceive of the truth, the role of women and how we supposed to approach that. So I want you to give us some specific things that you see in reference to what women do that make you feel like, damn, if y'all didn't do this particular thing right here, we could be growing in this area. So
Mhm.
can you give us some specifics on what it is that you see?
Okay, well, I'm gonna just speak on the situation that recently happened that even caused that brought this energy out of me, you
Hmm.
know. And shout out to that sister,
Okay.
she brought that out of me. You know what I'm saying? But okay, now this is a sister. I don't speak no names and none of that. But I
Right.
pull up on her live here and there. Whenever I see her live. Because the first time I joined, because the first time we join people lives, man, they always giving that good energy. We feel like, oh, we have a connection here. Oh, they speaking on something that's resonating with me. Which now I'm feeling like that's the way of luring people. But whatever. So, I joined her live, right? And y'all know how I speak. I speak with passion. It may come across as anger or something else outside of what it actually is to others, but that's just my energy. So anyway, so when I get on the Goddesses platform, man, mind you, I don't speak till I know people has landed. Right when you're speaking, I want to make sure you land your plane first before I even choose to, speak my truth or whatever. So, I know how to conduct a conversation, basically, as a man, as the people. I get up there, the goddess has spoke, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm trying to give my truth towards whatever your truth was. And she straight come off talking about, well, I don't want people up here that's drunk and high. I'm like, what? What?
Mm.
You don't want people up here that's speaking drunk and high? Like, what? Where did you get that? Like, now, mind you, Chief, I'm somebody that stand 10 toes on everything that I'm presenting out here, bro.
Tenfold.
So when you try to paint a picture of me, and I know how much I'm doing for our people, period, and you try to put me in that box, I felt some type of way. Because you got a crowd, right? You got a crowd. When you're live, you have your own crowd of people that's listening. They don't know me, right?
Right.
So they're gonna go off of what that picture you're painting of me, because that's your people, right? So
Mhm.
that's how I took this, bro. And that's what caused me to push it how I'm pushing it right now. But at the end of the day, they judge. It's a lot of judgment towards those who you don't even know. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So accepting accountability for your actions is where I'm at with this.
Mhm.
Because even though she did do that, once you realize that that's not what it was, why didn't you come back and apologize, my sister? Because I would have did that. Why is it so a big of an issue for y'all to apologize for things that y'all have done wrong? Why is that a big problem for y'all? Why can't y'all accept accountability for y'all actions? And this is all women when I'm saying this right here. No, no, then again, let me rephrase that, Chief. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure you know some that do accept
Hey,
accountability for their
hey,
actions.
amen.
But
There are.
it's a big percentage. Can I say that? Well, if we got to do the ratio on it,
Mhm.
you feel me, Chief? If we
Mhm.
got to do the ratio on that, it's a big percentage that don't.
Mhm. Absolutely. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And that's why, not to cut you off, that's why I've been trying, like, okay, um, Miss Chairs Cake off of Stereo.
Shout out to my sister. Love her to death.
We supposed to be getting together to actually do a show. I know it's one in the making. We've been talking about it for a while. I know her position. I know her preferences. She
Mm-hmm.
states them. She's a straightforward person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Respect her. She have give major respect. But I want to see if I can get her in the room because she is one of the ones that I find to be honest when it's time to put the sisters in that mirror under that magnifying glass. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
I look for sisters like that and those that oppose that this thing women don't do no wrong because
Mm.
there are some women in this world that feel like women do no wrong. They don't took on the blunt of all the problems, all the pain. It's been
Mm.
on my back as if men ain't been out here getting our ass slapped up, kicked, knocked out, taken out our manhood, all kinds of shit that we got to
Right.
fight out here as if that don't exist. And we get it.
Mm.
We get it. Again, this is not the blame game, the shame game. This is the facts game. You know what I'm saying? To build a collective. So that's the game we playing, the solution based game. So I'm over here. I'm trying to see if I if
That'll be the perfect person to bring on right now with this conversation, bro. Because everything that I've been posting that's based off of what we speaking about right now, I straight send to sis. You know, and
uh-huh.
she'll like it, comment on it, because she know where I'm coming from with this. She's witnessing these things herself as a
Right,
female. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So they the ones I want to lock in with, Chief. The ones who see exactly what we're seeing, and they're against the same thing too. You know,
So what
how
I'm
else
gonna
can we fix it if we don't speak on it? If
exactly.
we don't
So
attack it, how else can it be fixed, Chief?
I'm gonna work on it. I've definitely been trying to get to because I know I'm busy, she's busy, we all get busy, but I'm trying to line it up because we've been talking about it. I had an opportunity to speak with her once. But it's always good to get the feminine principle. And there's a couple of other sisters that I think want to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I already know that we're not always going to agree. That's why we stay in these positions because when those things that we think we should agree on, we think it will be easier to agree on, but then we find these complications. But I think it's just really based on what we have been given by design to keep us confused and the
Mm-hmm.
roles that we have to play. And that is a straight off cutoff from nature and the laws that govern nature, which is from the creator, by whatever way you know the creator to be, whether you call it God, Jesus, Allah, or whatever you call it. You understand me? The essence,
Mm-hmm.
the creator power of the power force of being that called all this into existence, that we just block from that, and that a system was created to give false impressions as to what it is we supposed to be doing as men and women. Because the higher you go up the ladder, you'll find those who are in positions of power, they live traditional lives in line with nature. They really do. They children play the role they supposed to play, the women play the role they supposed to play, and the men play the roles that they supposed to play. And they
Mm-hmm.
learned this from the original people. We set forth what the family dynamics was because the creator put it within our coding to know that. And in nature, when you find the African dog, wild dog, or the hyena, or the lion, or civilized men that understand nature, you will find that when man is doing what he's supposed to do and he leads from the perspective that he leads, and when women are doing what they supposed to do and they lead from the perspective of the feminine principle, and the children seeing those examples and the creative power of the man and the woman, then you can begin to see the power structure coming back because our children will understand that when we outside, like my brother is outside in nature, fishing in that lake, he's going to get the real value of what the earth presents. It's not the dollar, it's not the Bitcoin, it's the actual fish that can feed him and feed his family. And the knowledge of how to go do that with a fish that produces and reproduces itself. So there's an unlimited supply of fish, crabs, whatever the fuck you eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, sisters, this is why we're having this conversation because the enemy don't want you to know that your children is supposed to be taught the sciences of how to unlock the mysteries of nature. That's why the enemy ruled the way that the enemy rules, and they don't want that for us. So this is not a conversation that the brother said to beat us, to beat you down. but it's to say, hey, listen, I've been getting my ass handed to me, and I've been having to take it.
Hmm.
And if we gonna actually get past where we at, you gonna have to be the one because you are the key, sister.
Mhm.
We just saying, we got Big Chief up in the building, not the little one, man, and we are here in these YouTube streets having conversations because I wanna pivot. I want to pivot just a little bit because I want people to understand that will hear this, the type of love that we have in us for the feminine principle. Now you just experienced something and you put it out on social media. You just celebrated the anniversary with your goddess, the queen, and shout out to that.
I appreciate it, brother.
So I want to do this here. We got some windy noise in the background over there.
Is it over here? That's why I just tried to walk where it ain't even blowing. You notice I
You
walked
good?
off and shit. Or maybe that made it worse.
Well, that's the beauty of us having opportunity to talk live and direct. It's all good. I want you to give us what it is you found in the feminine principle, especially with your mate or with your partner, with your with the feminine principle that gives you more motivation to be more of the better version of who you know yourself to be now. Uh, what is it that you see in the sisters that if we could bring more out of them as you do with your own queen, what things would you like to see more from our sisters?
Man, yeah. Shit, where do I start when it comes to that, bro?
Mm.
What's wrong with my, why my camera geeking?
No, you good. I can see you. I can see you perfectly.
Oh, all right. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a lot that I could say, bro, but I'm gonna just start with conversation.
Mm-hmm.
More conversation, because they say conversation rules the nation, So start having more conversations with your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Learn your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
The likes and the dislikes, not just the likes, because most people focus on the likes. Oh, what does she like? What does she love? And try to make sure you provide those things, right? Focus on the
Right.
dislikes as well, so you can know what not to do to trigger those triggers. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
these are things that I've really studied with mine, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have that clear understanding of her. I've learned her, the likes and the dislikes, all of that, And then I went to myself and I said, okay, is this something that I feel as though I can deal with for the rest of my life, as far as the dislikes? Because, like I said, we base things off of the likes. We don't
Right.
really focus too much on the dislikes, right?
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I asked myself, as far as those because it ain't even really dislikes, to be honest. Is there certain things that I don't accept, and it ain't nothing bad. It ain't. It ain't nothing that'll go against the relationship or none of that. It's
Right.
just certain things that, don't sit right with me, but it's not supposed to. I'm not the controller of her life. I'm only the controller of my own, and that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing, brother. People be trying to mold people, right,
Mm-hmm.
into who they want them to be instead of loving them for who they truly are. I don't know if you remember when I said that on stereo before,
Uh-huh.
and I
Right.
said that's where relationships fail, because people be trying to mold people into who they want them to be. And this is man and woman, right? Because there's
Right.
men that try to do it with the women, and there's women that try to do it with the men. They try to change you into who they want them to want you to be, instead of loving you for who you are. And that's what I mean by the accepting the dislikes as well as you accept the likes. You know, so that's
Exactly.
something that I've learned to do. Far as in relationships, and like the question was, what do I feel as though women could do? I guess to be better women within the relationships, or just within themselves. Period. But far as the relationships, I feel like the conversations need to be had. More
Okay.
conversations.
Okay. Let me get this because what I'm hearing and something that's peeked out at me to be better from your position as the masculine principle, and standing on the principles that you stand on. Uh, what in your mind as a man do you feel is acceptable from a woman that's presenting herself in such a way that you can recognize as a man as a better woman? What does Chief, when Chief look at a sister, what does he say? This what makes her a better woman. What actions, what words, what display is in your mind as a man that's susceptible to you as an individual principle, but as a man still, you know what I'm saying? Because you looking at sisters like sisters look at men, and we have to make an observation, and we critique and we analyze and examine certain things to see if that's something that may, if it cross our path, that we can deal with or not deal with. So as a man, what things would have to stand out to you as this, in my opinion, as a man, is what a woman's supposed to be, and this is what make me want to stand up and go harder, fight harder, build harder, create more. What is that?
I mean, a woman's ambition, and um, one who understands her purposes of being here, one who has goals and focuses on those goals, don't allow anyone outside of self to interrupt those goals or her reaching those goals, things like that. I pay attention to that. I pay attention to, your dress code, the way you present yourself as a woman, the way you dress as a woman. I don't feel as though, you should dress a certain type of way depending on the environments that you're in. Now I'm not against the club scene. Like, my goddess, for instance, she dresses a certain type of way, especially when we're going out or when she's going out, and that's something that I have to respect because that's something that she's been doing before me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, one could say, okay, well, you was doing that then, but now you're in a relationship. You should stop that. But that would be me stopping her from being her, right? And like I was just saying, people try to mold people into who they want them to be instead of loving them for who they truly are. So that would be me contradicting myself if I was to say stop wearing that. So those are the things that I chose to accept because everything is a choice. The way when far as me personally, my woman, her dressing a certain type of way when she go out, I accept that. You know what I'm saying? And she's not disrespecting me. She's not disrespecting the relationship. She just like to dress a certain way when she's out and cool, But like I said, me personally, that's just something I chose to accept within my relationship. But as far as women that I see on these social media platforms, it's the way they speak, how they present themselves as women. I look for that big mama energy. And I can tell when that big mama energy is in these sisters and when it's not, bro. And I'm pretty sure you can too. You had a big mama in your life, Chief.
Absolutely.
So
100%.
we can tell when that type of energy has been installed. So I look for that.
So let me ask you this here, okay? Because you said something that was very key, in reference to a dress code type of a thing. Because like we both know, that we all come with our own perceptions, understandings, and things that we have accepted in life, that has been the philosophy, the principles that we stand on. But when it comes to our mates, how we this word that they call compromise. We compromise certain things. Like, I know a lot of the times men would say we don't want our women to go out into the world dressed a certain type of a way, and when we are asked to give uh, a description of what that is, we're talking about the booty cutters, the coochie cutters, her going out with a panty line, her going out where everything about her is about her physical anatomy. So as men and being protectors, we are always against that. And our women too, don't get it wrong, because listen, just the other day, my wife, my queen, I put on some short pants and it left a, not trying to be vulgar, no diddy, pause, all that shit. But it left a print, and she was like, "Where you think you going with this here?" I'm like, "What you talking about?" So I'm making an adjustment. I'm like, "But this is the shit that men talk about when we talk about y'all panty line or your coochie, your camel toe, and all that shit. Y'all act like we be talking foreign to y'all or some shit. But as soon as something happened with us, and that motherfucking swipe running down by your knee and shit, you
Mhm.
know that if I go out there and a female see that shit, she gonna be like, oh my goodness, he packing,
Right.
and I
Right.
want to get that packing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what
So
we be saying, sisters. Go ahead, brother.
that's the same way we look at it with them, though. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you brought that out and to put that out into the forefront, brother. You
Absolutely,
know, because
100%.
it goes both ways. It
Mm-hmm.
goes both ways. Like mine, then said something in a jokingly way about, me as far as not having my shirt on and stuff like that. When y'all all know, man, I'm Nature Boy Jay-Z. But it was a
Okay.
situation one day when I was out, and there was a lot of them that was coming my way and shit. But she wasn't even with me, Chief. I told her about it. Right?
Right.
Actually, I was
Mm-hmm.
right here. I was right here where I'm at right now, Chief. Fishing, right? And about three of them, just sparked up random conversations with me and all that. So I'm telling her
Mm-hmm.
this, and she said something about the shirt thing or whatever, in a jokingly way, but I know that's really how she felt. But
Right.
like you were saying, it goes both ways, bro. It
Mm-hmm.
goes both ways. So sometimes we can't help how we dress. I mean, we can, but if we're dressing in a way that feels comfortable for us, it shouldn't be a problem. You shouldn't even
Exactly.
have a thought outside of that's my man or that's my woman, and that's just that.
But guess what?
It's
But, but guess
go
what
ahead,
though?
Chief.
Guess what, Chief? Listen
Mm-hmm.
to me. When it is brought to our attention that there's something going on with the physical anatomy that might attract the opposite sex, we listen and we make the fucking adjustment. But
Mm-hmm.
when we do it, we got to go through all kind of hell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just to get, because in their mind they don't think that they're doing nothing wrong, or as if okay, if I do this, whether it's right or wrong, other people should know. So if it can apply for you, then it should be able to apply for your man.
Facts.
And so
Facts.
these are some of the things that we be trying to get out into the open, because until we get that kind of understanding, sisters, it's always going to be this damn divide. And that's by design. That's what the enemy want us to stop at, that
Mm-hmm.
conversation. And then that becomes the conversation that's spread all over social media. And we locked in because we have all of these different content creators, and that's all they fucking talk about. The woman
Mm-hmm.
wrong, the man wrong, but nobody's talking
Mm-hmm.
about how to fucking really get that shit together where we can create some balance.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm. They speak more on the problems than the solutions, Chief. And we out
Absolutely.
here trying to speak on or figure out the solutions. That's what we on, bro. Ways that we can fix what has been broken, bro. Not continue to
Mhm.
break. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, Chief, earlier, man, don't come over here talking about you trying to build with me and you got an empty tool bag. You hear me?
Okay.
My brother King Icon came with 2 tool bags filled
Mhm.
with tools. He had wood, cement, all of that
Everything.
shit.
I
Fuck
got
you
the key.
talking about? He was
I
ready to
got the
go.
key. I got the
Yeah.
motherfucking key. I'm gonna make it plain to a lot of people. I
Mm-hmm.
volley, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a boxer and a tennis player. You understand me? I come to the court by myself. Now,
Mm-hmm.
in that on my journey, I've also, because that's the independent me. I've learned on my journey how to be interdependent, and interdependent means playing with team members.
Mm.
So I know how to be by myself, but I also know how to function with a group.
Big facts.
You see what I'm saying? And that's a
Big
lot of the
facts.
times we wasn't given those skills, because I wasn't given those skills. You
Mm-mm.
know what I'm saying? But I had to learn about them when I was in federal prison and
Mm-hmm.
what that really means. Group operation, group cooperation is a big thing to talk about. And we're gonna talk about those things because, believe it or not, the Circle of the Gods .6, man, I'm finna revamp this motherfucker. I'm looking for 3 more men. I'm gonna be looking for 3 more men to fill this space, the Circle of the Gods .6. I'm gonna run it a little different than what I had the first time, because the first thing I had with the gentleman that I had it with, it was me in school and learning some things. And I'm thankful and I'm grateful for that experience, to have learned some things about, you know what I'm saying, responsibilities. I tried to come in and I wanted to find equal standing with me and the men that was in my circle. But when the creator give you something to lead, you don't give that responsibility to other people. You set it up and then you lead it, and then fill in the role that they supposed to play up under that there, so everybody would know and understand. Because if they not on that time, they will run already. Those people that's willing to do something and do it right, they will accept the position that they're in because they understand independent and interdependent. And so I'm gonna be looking for that again, and I'm gonna make sure that the circle of the goddesses reappear because I never got off that thought process. I'm just thankful that I've been able to see a few more things clearer and no hate against nobody out there. If I fuck with you and I called you my friend, I meant it. If I told you I love you, I meant it. If we helped each other in any kind of way, I appreciate it. But other than that, their things grow apart sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I still wish people well, whether they wish me the same or not, because it don't really matter if you do or not. I'm still gonna be good because I'm still plugged into the truth and doing what I gotta do, irregardless of what this man world talking about. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. It's a construct to me. Straight up. Straight up.
But I could piggyback off of that for sure, Chief, because I remember when you was breaking that down, as far as you building that safe space and the platforms, you know, to create that balance as far as men and women as well. And when you spoke about that to me, I remember I was like, damn, Chief. I said, bro, I went through the same thing. I went through the same exact thing, bro. You know, trying to bring the balance within it, you know, not make it all about the men. You know, why do you think that it became, bro, it started MRM, right? Which stood for Men Respect Men. You know, and then I was like, you know what? I got a lot of sisters that's pulling up and, you know, they listen. I don't want to make them feel like that they're not a part of that. Or this is a separation. So that's why I added the WRW, bro. You know, so I can bring that balance within it. You know, so now it's MRMWRW, you know, and same as you know, I created the platform for women to speak and all of that, and it turned into some messy shit. Like, it just recently happened again. It just recently happened again.
First of all, let me say this is, I want to salute you and salute any man because we have people amongst us that tell us not to work with the sisters, you know, or feel that we wasting our times by working with the sisters. I've had people up close and personal to me that said that I was wasting my time. And then there were times I felt like they was absolutely 100% right. And they were, because the type of females that I was meeting that I thought was on the level to keep it in the middle of the road and stick to the fucking facts didn't really do that. But they was on their own journey, which I respect. That's why I don't never put them down. You know, I don't talk my shit about a bunch of them because God knows they don't talk a lot of shit about me. That's the human side, and that's gonna happen from time to time. But in reality, I've been nothing more than a brother, a big brother, a counselor, a friend, an example of how to get in your own space and say, fuck what the world got going on, bitch. I got some shit to do, and I'm gonna do my thing. And those who are attracted to what I'm doing, they will come. And those that don't supposed to be here, I hope they continue to stay their ass away from what I'm doing. But if they so happen to come, you have to come up under the dictates of what I got going on. And that's not to shut you down or shut your mouth. If you come, just be respectful with your shit. That's all I'm saying. Be respectful. Do you. Right. So that and that's where we're at. So I want to definitely give you your flowers, bro. It's because it's been a long time coming. I really do play chess, Chief. I do. And I know we hear y'all. We not getting off topic or nothing. I wanted to open up and expose another side because again, people can misinterpret things and think that when a man is identifying and acknowledging things that we feel is a problem when it comes to our observation of our women in specifics and women in general, that somehow we're trying to castigate, knock down, or hurt the sisters. No, what we're saying is in order for me to do what the fuck I need to do as I'm becoming aware of what a man is, I need you to be doing what the fuck you need to be doing, sister.
Point blank, period.
That's it.
Point blank, period. That's it. That's it, brother.
That's it.
Because if they was doing their part as we're doing our part, there would be no problems. There would be none of these conversations. You know?
Okay, wait a minute, Chief. You just hit something. Let's get deeper. Let's drag a motherfucker out to that blue at the ocean where it get deep. Ain't no bottom, bitch. You might go down a couple leagues up under the sea. We're finna drag your ass out there. Let's talk about the absence of men when it comes to family. Children being the main targets, and what that means for the women that don't have men, that have children, that have to raise those children. Whether you raise him and he become a basketball player, football player, or whatever, we know that all young men and all young women ain't gonna make it to the NFL. They're not gonna make it to the top of these sporting conversations because it's only made for a select few people. Let's talk about this when it comes right down to it. Why is it so difficult for our sisters in the absence of men? As a man, why do you feel it's difficult for them in the way that we observe it to be difficult for them that they can't see? Oh, I get deep with this shit, bro. I get deep with this shit, bro.
I mean, I believe that they focus more on the distractions versus actual truths. You know, they're still tied into that world, you know, which is the programming. They still entertain a lot of that, bro. Yo, it's like in order for you to reach that higher level of self, you have to break outside of all of that, you know, and a lot of them haven't. They still watch these weird ass TV shows, these reality shows with these females that's doing a bunch of weird ass shit. You know, they still tuned into that, bro. So they haven't fully cut their cords, you know, versus us brothers. And that's not to say that we're bigger or better than y'all, because we're not. Y'all are the true leaders. Why do you think I'm so hurt about this, sister? Why do you think I'm so hurt about this,
Speak on that. Speak on that shit, bro. Speak. Speak on that. I need you to take a moment and really dig deep into what you just said, because I agree with you in so many different ways, bro. Dig deep into that motherfucker. Let's go.
I spoke on that probably 7 years ago. I brought that to the forefront, right? About all women being the true leaders, right? But when I said it, of course, the brothers was like, "What do you mean? We're not supposed to just sit and listen to a woman. They acting like y'all supposed to just bow down to y'all knees and they whipping y'all with whips and telling y'all what to do." No, man. It's about understanding your role and playing your part. A woman is supposed to orchestrate these plans in the background. Right? Her face shouldn't even be shown. They supposed to orchestrate these plans and us go out and conquer. Fuck is y'all talking about? That's how this shit's supposed to go. All right. Did I say enough, Chief?
God damn it, we going in on this motherfucker, man. Let's go, man. Listen, you motherfucker is preaching this thing like a Baptist preacher up in this thing, bro. No disrespect to y'all Baptists out there. I've been in the Baptist church, god damn it, the Holy Faith Christ Tabernacle. I've been in all of them. We here to do this here, man. Listen, it's a lot of things going on. I just want y'all to know and understand. And this is just a preview, man. When we really get a little bit more founded and serious about this, go ahead and shooting that shot. We got people out here that talk real conversation. And to the sisters that gonna come across this content, I don't know what it's gonna make you feel, because I'm not in your head, but I'm in your head because I study those who are in your head. I study them because they study us. I studied them because they studied us, and my teacher told me to go back.
Why you get the hand clap from that one, bro? You like,
this that real shit, man. I try to tell them.
You might die run that one back, bro. What?
Listen, man, y'all pick up these jewels as we drop these jewels, man, and know that it comes from a lot of pain. These expressions of acknowledgement. In a way that we can articulate what we know now. Like, I've always had the gift, but I learned to utilize my lightsaber like Luke and Star Trek. What it is? No, not Star Trek. Star Wars. That lifesaver. You know why they call it a lifesaver, not a life destroyer?
Okay.
Why Luke was a part of the good team, but his dad, Darth Vader, who became the villain in all black, which is some symbolic shit that they still trying to say black, and they know that on the totem pole that black is the lesser value. Sisters, open up your ears and understand why the masculine principles speak the way that we do once we are turned on to light. We are
Mm,
the good. They try to make us bad. They
mm,
always make black the bad. On the
mm.
totem pole, black
Why do you
has the
think I
least
wear this,
amount
Chief?
of value. Let's do it.
Why do you think I wear this, Chief? I swear on everything I love. The first day I put this on, I say I'm the white man of this land because I
Mm,
know that black and white thing is just a status. That has nothing to
come
do
on,
with who
man.
we are. That is a status.
This is the unfolding of the social constructs, and this is what our women need to know. They have to know, because when you know what we're talking about and you're able to verbalize this by accepting it and understanding that it is a help, a shield, a buckler for you, God said He gonna be your buckler, your shield. The truth is God, and God is the true most high. Why you think we can stand resolutely out here? I ain't bothering nobody. Chief ain't bothering nobody. But guess what? There are some people that know that what we saying is the truth, and they'll be ready to come take our head off like they did so many other wise men and women just for
Yes,
speaking the truth.
yes.
This shit is not complicated as we make it. They made it complicated because they never attached us to the truth.
Hmm.
That's why it's so difficult now. And we have discovered on this pathway that the women are the key. That's why every wise man that comes, every wise woman that comes, the cultivator of the seed, and he that plants seed, because the seed of life is in the testicles, the nutsack of the man,
Hmm.
which is the conduit to transfer energy. Intelligence, as we call it, consciousness. When we plant that in the woman, we leave that there so it can go through the cycles with that woman who's the cultivator that's supposed to be connected to the truth, that the child would know the truth, so that when the conduit comes into the world, it's a god or a goddess, a chief or chieftain, or a leader woman, a leader man that lead the people to what? The truth, which is clean air, clean water, clean food, and access to the resources that your intellect can manipulate it and use it for good. Oh man, y'all ain't ready for this shit. It's the Circle of the Gods .6. Yes, it is, and I can't make this shit a podcast. We doing it. I'm in this bitch. I'm ready. I wish a motherfucker
We
would
talking
step.
that talk today, Chief.
We own it, Chief. Yeah.
Hey, I
Mhm.
mean, man, let me rephrase that. We talk that talk every day. It
Every
ain't a
day,
specific
every
day for us
single
to talk
month.
that talk. 'Cause my brother Icon be all over everything. You hear, man? Like, what
hmm
the fuck? That man a celebrity in these motherfucking social media streets, if you ask me. I see
Man,
him
it's
every
time.
day.
It's time.
Every day.
I gotta get this. I gotta get this team of people that understand how to run this machine, and let's go do this, because I've seen the individual powerhouses, man, but we still fragmented right now. When them powerhouses really come together and really accept the roles that we supposed to play, man, listen, I'm all gamed
Mm,
up. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? I don't have the
Woo!
big head no more. I don't have the big
Woo!
head.
Chief. What?
It don't
What
have to be
happened?
my show, because I'm always gonna have my individualism. But to be in that real Voltron where people dead ass serious and not some petty shit happens, and now you want to dismantle because the motherfucker trying to pull you out in the real world. I ain't good with that CIA energy. I'm not good with that CIA energy, FBI ass energy. And I've met some people since I've been home that got that CIA, FBI energy out this motherfucker. And this has a lot to do with where our women at right now, because we still on this subject. What we think as men is part of the problem of why we can't move, grow into greater potential, because we see the stagnation and the restrictive mode that has been placed on our sisters, and we just want the sisters to know that we observing and we see it, and we hear y'all
Mm-hmm.
too. We hear y'all when y'all talk about us, and we not holding our end of the deal up, and we have to listen to that and make adjustments, and we do, and we ready for y'all to do the same damn thing. That's it, so we can go and
We
empower the
we
fuck
we
up.
take heed to their words, Chief.
Absolutely,
That's
100%.
that's the only difference. We take heed to y'all words. If y'all
Mhm.
out here presenting something far as us men, and we sitting back and we listening, and we know that that's a fucked up shit, man, we willing to make those changes
Hey,
within ourselves, cause we know that shit ain't right. Why can't y'all do the same? That's the question. Why can't y'all do the same?
and I know
Why?
this brother telling the truth, and y'all know this brother telling the truth, just as I gave an example, a small one. Yeah, I'm gonna be petty than a motherfucker. Y'all gonna call me 50 Cent on this one. But like I gave the description, I put on a pair of shorts that made my print show off a little bit, and immediately, where you think you going with that on? You can't go no out the door with that on. Why I can't go out the door with this on? Because you seen a physical part of my anatomy, right? That you felt that other women would see and be turned on in some kind of way. So when the brother do the same fucking thing, acknowledge that that's what we trying to say. And if you saying that I'm attracted to that, then you understand if I left that print out, that's what women attracted to. And that's all we saying. We got to stop setting this double standard. Men got to stop setting it for women, and women got to stop setting it for men, because that's how the devil infiltrate and use us against us.
Come on now.
Damn, man, get that shit.
We not in the church, but I swear I hear a preacher.
Amen.
We're not in the church, but I swear I hear a preacher.
Teamwork make the motherfucking dream work. And I got Big Chief up in this motherfucker. The Star Flower is up in here. Tribe up. Men respecting men. Women respecting women. Women respecting men, and men respecting women, and the gods and goddesses of reaching potential. And we all relying on the Most High. We just children of the Most High. We are the star seeds, man. Come on, man. They keep talking about Kemet. Man, I'm going in on this bitch. I ain't playing no motherfucking
right there, brother. That's something right there, brother.
Let's do it.
That's something right there, brother. Yeah.
Shout out to the sun.
Okay, man.
Shout out to the sun. The Son of Man. That's the Son of Man. The man showing you the physical light beam up in the sky, right? And that's a servant to us. The Son serves us. We are the majestic ones, and we get pampered by a thought process that thought enough about life, whether aquatic, whether plant-based, reptilian, or mammal. We was never supposed to be up under no goddamn what they call capitalism, socialism, communism. Wasn't supposed to be no fucking money used in commercialism the way that it's used. Stopping other people from taking advantage of what the creator put here. But woe to us that know the truth and don't spread the truth because we scared that they might come in the middle of the night and take us out. Bitch, pick up your motherfucking cross and follow Christ, you scary ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Scary ass.
What the fuck is you talking about? This real revolution going on. This ain't that fuck shit, that CIA, FBI shit. We ain't on none of that. And this ain't no disrespect to them organizations. We understand that y'all practicing godship. This ain't no slight against the Caucasian people. Y'all exercising godship, bitch, and we see it.
Hey, Chief, they got a role to play just like we got a role to play. So I'm not mad at them about playing their role. I'm mad at our own people for not playing it. Get hit. That's what I'm mad about. Them motherfuckers got a job. They got a mission too. You hear me? And it's to go against ours. Why we not fighting back? Why we not fighting back? Okay.
But I'll say this. They respect us though.
For sure.
Even if they don't openly do it. And I know this is a fact. Listen, let me share a story with y'all. I was in federal prison. And I remember I walked into this counselor's office, and he had this depiction of a cartoon rat. Was supposed to be a depiction of a person, a man, and it had disparaging words. Nobody trusts a rat. And it said, and from the police perspective, the law perspective, they degraded the rat so bad. You think that the rat got it bad from those that's in the street that's being told on? They don't respect a rat. A bitch that'll tell when wrongdoing is going on, because these bitches has been built on wrongdoing. So we are told not to like the rats. That's why Charleston White catching here right now. Bitch, you are open professed rat. But the rat is supposed to be used, right, to make sure the navigation go right when it comes to the implementation of power and control. That's why they'll protect a rat, but don't never have no respect for a rat. And when the rat becomes unuseful, they go ahead and put him in the rat trap, or go ahead and just blow his fucking brains out and get rid of his motherfucking dumb ass.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Dang, make
bitches
sure
want to
they
play in
donate.
social media, bitch. I turn the motherfucking heat up in this bitch. You
Mm,
understand me? I got the
mm,
star flower with me. We really want to have some man talk out this bitch. I'm speaking directly to the enemy.
mm.
You
Directly.
might take my physical body, but what you don't know is I'm trying to save y'all dumbass too. That's what the
Mm,
children of the light is to sit here to do. Equal
mm-hmm.
justice up under the law, not
Mm-hmm.
of man, but law of nature, and the creator
Mm-hmm.
that gave us nature.
Mm,
So I don't speak independent or scared of you motherfuckers. I'm trying to help you dumb bitches. And if y'all ever come for me, bitch, when the truth unload and explode on you pussy motherfuckers,
mm,
you'll
mm.
know and understand then you don't fuck with God's elite and chosen.
Can't. You can't.
Nah.
Can't fuck
Sisters,
with us.
sisters,
Yeah.
we need y'all to create mentalities like this.
Mm,
They
please.
don't need y'all to create mentalities like this and cultivate that. This is what the brothers is trying to show y'all and tell y'all. When it's on this, there is no fucking slavery. There is no motherfucking poverty. It's none of that shit. You don't have to be daddy and mommy. You don't have to be an enemy to your sister. You don't have to be an enemy to the mathematics that tell you that it's more y'all than it is of us, meaning masculine and principle. We supposed to be family.
Mm,
Why you deny
mm,
your sister help and deny your sister protection? Cause the motherfucking devil told you to do that shit.
mm-hmm.
We ain't on that. It ain't gotta
Mm-hmm.
be about fucking. It gotta be about protection, love, maintenance, man, and enjoying this life that the creator done gave us, all of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we know you're gonna
Oh.
fight against that there because y'all ain't locked into nature, and that's the whole point of the conversation.
Hmm.
Shout out to Big Chief, man, for bringing this
Come
up.
on, man. Come on, man. Go out there and get y'all something, please.
Mm, mm.
Go out there and get y'all something, please. You know.
Listen, we've been rolling for like an hour and a half, an hour and 1 minute here. So we're gonna bring this to a happy little close. And we
Okay,
need to
now.
pop up somewhere else, man. We need to pop up somewhere. Hold on, wait a
What
minute.
you want to
Somebody
do?
just
If you
popped up
want
in
to
the
travel,
room.
if you want to travel through these social media streets today, let's do it.
I don't know. We
You
just
hear
got
me? I
somebody
got a
else in the
trunk. I got a
room.
car full of gas, brother. Let's go.
Can hold on. Can the person that's in this room with us right now, do you have access to TikTok or have access to I don't want to go to Facebook right now because I'll be having some complications with the damn connection a lot of the times when I do this. Or fuck it.
We can
We
definitely
can
do TikTok, because
we
I
can
got a nice little, I've been locking in with our African brothers and sisters over there too. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So if you want to go there, we definitely could. Anything
uh
else, I would have to download, which I don't mind doing either.
well let's just stay right here in YouTube for another 30 minutes. Fuck it.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. If you willing to stay in here with us, whoever you are, leave a comment, please.
I can't even
Subscribe, it's
see.
free. Uh I know we got somebody else in the room because I see two viewers
Peace and
watching.
love, whoever you are.
Peace and love to
Comment if
you,
y'all can, so we can know that
please.
y'all,
Because I
we
would like to follow
appreciate
you
y'all.
back and subscribe to you back. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's free to
Same here.
subscribe over here. We just here to have some general talk, real talk. And if you are a feminine principled person, light, intellect, common sensual person, sister, goddess, we would love to have your input inside of this here too. As we say, we
For
here to
sure.
help each other. This ain't a tear down in a negative way, but we definitely trying to tear down that negative programming that has fucked us up and made us
Mm-hmm.
become agent provocateurs against ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're
Mm-hmm.
not, then okay. Hey, it is what it is. So whoever it is, I don't think they want to get involved with this here. So let's do this here. We're gonna close out here, regroup, and we're gonna go over to TikTok and
Let's
do
do
some
it.
work over there on TikTok. You can set it
Let's
up and
do it.
bring me in as the host, and I'll come in and we're gonna support each other like that because I'm here to support
Okay.
my brother in every way that I can for sure.
Got you.
So
Same here, brother.
let's do this the correct way. We're not just gonna close. We got to give our closing statements for the day. But I'm gonna move over to um another little brief commercial, y'all, before we actually go out. So y'all hang tight with us, and we'll be right back after this message. Okay.
reflecting. I'm remembering, you know what I'm saying? We are the last poets. Kill it. Ain't no love in the ghetto. Ain't no love in the ghetto. They don't want the money, they just want the bodies. All the social media, somebody taught us. No love in the ghetto. Ain't no love in the ghetto. They just want money, but they getting bodies. Listen. Pay attention, little homies. Just the last time I'm telling you, you better get a different route before these crackers bury you. Yeah, they don't care nothing about where you come from and what you know, what you connected to, cause you ain't glowing. You ain't got the power, bitch. Yeah, you kinda sour. That's why they murk each and every hour. Police drag your mama and your grandma, your kids too. What you gonna do? You sorry ass bastard of a man. You ain't a man, you's a what? You's a motherfucking side piece, nigga. You a mud. Revolutionaries, pick up your weapons. It's time to get this motherfucker stepping. Heaven is the view if you want it. This ain't about color. This ain't about status. This is about brothers and sisters and mothers coming together. Please save the daddies, military. Reset these, come on, yeah. Peace to the peacemakers. Revolution,
man.
Revolution. Peace to the peacemakers. The people. Hell to the peace breakers. Revolution is the people. We the people will revolve.
Yes, indeed, yo. We gonna revolve, not devolve, man. Listen, it's been a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful conversation, man, with the big chief up in the building, not the little one. I hope that all the men and women that come across this show, we're gonna be definitely sharing this show. We hope that you will be able to open up your mind and listen. Don't be distracted by anything that may trigger the emotion. Let the emotion be conquered by mathematics. Math is a precise science. We need the right product. Don't approach this conversation in an emotional way. Listen to whatever we can give in the way of trying to correct something, because that's what my brother is trying to do in his observation as a masculine principled person. And I respect what the brother is doing. I know it's not out of trying to bring our sisters low, step on y'all, beat y'all, degrade y'all, blame y'all, but it is to put the light on y'all and say, hey, if you connected to this thought process, then yes, you is responsible. Yes, you can be blamed. And yes, you are the damn problem. And we have to accept it for what it is, because as men, we are presented with that every day and we have to deal with it. And we can prove that in no limit of time. We make adjustments, and all we're saying is once our queen, our goddess, begin to do the same things, we'll start seeing immediate change in the land, as opposed to this delay heaven that we've been waiting on all our life.
Like that. I promise you. Bro, what? Like that? What?
Right? Okay.
The job is done. We don't
Done.
have to do anything else. Fuck is you talking about, bro? What? Yeah, all
For
right.
sure.
We waiting on y'all, my sisters.
Man, my cousin was trying to get into the show, man. I don't know why he couldn't get in. But I gotta find out what the problem is and fix some things to make sure that everybody
Is
that
he
want
on
to get
TikTok?
involved. He is on TikTok, and we're finna go over there. I'm gonna send him the link so he can come in
Yeah,
and view.
whoever want to pull up, if y'all follow me or my brother on TikTok, we about to slide over there.
For sure. So here's what you do. If you could do this for me, give it about a 15 to 20-minute gap while you setting up stuff, and then we'll reconvene from right there. And we're gonna make it do what it do, y'all. So peace to everybody out there. It's your favorite icon up in the building. I'm here with Big Chief, not the little one. I'm representing We Are the City Network, Circle of the Gods.6. He's representing I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast. We've been live. We don't open up the little conversation zone for the sisters to come in. If y'all want to come in and break bread with us and get some clarification and find out how we can do this thing together to bring form real solutions between men and women, please get back at us. Subscribe, follow, leave comments, you know what I'm saying? Do this here, man, so we can get real people out here talking real shit involved instead of letting all these imitators and all these motherfucking fakes out here get all the spotlight and be the ones that direct the narrative. We gotta put an end to this goofy ass shit that's going out here. Let the real people talk about the real shit and let the entertainers keep on motherfucking entertainment. That's what it is, man. All right, y'all. We finna get up out of here. We up out this piece, y'all.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.